I got the right game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. This is definitely not the second time I've recorded this intro because this wasn't on screen when I did so. That is a vicious rumor. We are back in the Winter 26 Super League after quite a delay because I was ill. My ADHD went rampant as it does when I'm ill, and I spaced out completely, missed a bunch of these games, and then, started doing other things that were more relevant and live. And now we're getting back to these. So my apologies if you were following along only on YouTube and don't know what happened. This is the third playoff game between Monitor's Rats and MrPage's Old World Alliance. The Rats won the toss and chose to receive, which is unusual. Regularly, you'll see the Rats kick, so they get a 1 turn on turn 8, and they know what they're playing for in the second half then. But instead, I assume we're going to Daka. I say that, but this doesn't look like he's going to Daka, so... Oh, no, this now looks like we're going to Daka. Okay. I mean, even in third season, we just talked about it. I was just playing some third season on Fumble just before this. Even in third season, I was High Elves and they were Old World Alliance. So Daka is still pretty good against Old World Alliance. They're quite slow. A Daka is magnified against the slower teams. Gets blitzed. Oh, okay. So that is not the best blitz in the world, is it? Just blitz in the mighty blow. A hard target, less likely to remove. Obviously, you can kill him, and he's rolled the dice for the block before he's doing anything else. So I'm not certain if he's going to run and base someone. Let's get it. Why didn't he follow? Okay. Alright, so this was horrendous. Use of a blitz. He should be basing him with tackle and then defending him with another player. I don't know why he moved this guy to there for absolutely no reason at all, and then run the catcher over here. I mean, I literally have no idea what those two moves are for. You can see that he's set up to Daka. You can chase him. You can put tackle on a gutter runner. You can base up more of the line rats so they can't move. You could have based this blitzer with the slayer. You could have based this line rat, and you could have based with your mighty blow tackle. You could have done something. Forced him to roll dice. The Roger's all the way back there. He's obviously Dackering. Pretty atrocious. Monitor makes the pickup. I'm watching from the wrong side. So because the ball was pretty shallow, I don't mind going for the pickup first here. Perfectly reasonable, I think. Because on a snake, it's, screened a bit. And now everyone moves back, and last action, we dodge that guy not from tackle. I didn't know you were here, by the way, Muppet. I would have played Call of Duty instead of this. I know, incredible, right? Who could possibly have seen this Daka happening? Amazing. Is he going to foul? Man, Page. Where's he going? What's he doing? Holy cow. He's guaranteeing the armor break. It's a stun. Alright. He's just going to keep fouling the mighty blow, isn't he? This is such a ridiculous game already. Well, he got him. Now he can actually play some Blood Bowl. Why are you exposing players with don't even have block? Yes, he should have pulled back to the center and then gone wide and just stayed out of reach of the Roger. He should have just defended like there where the tree is. Roger removes another rat. How are you getting over to the left now with your slow-ass team? You have not thought... I mean, it's Page, isn't it? Of course he hasn't thought through anything. Imagine a world where Page thinks through things. What a crazy world that would be. Alright, so if you are Page here, you definitely blitz the Roger with the tree. So these two go there. You need 2 players here, 2 players here, and 2 players here, and then you just blitz the Roger with the tree, right? That's just it. That's all you do. You instead of going here and here, you could just double base this guy. As long as you've got 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here, then you blitz with the tree. I'm very worried he's just going to use the Slayer. But that's terrible. Not only is it relying on the Dauntless, but it's into a 1 dice. You could blitz this rat and Slayer him maybe, but he does like more hits, yes. But the tree there is better, isn't it? Basing the blitzer and the Roger at the same time. It runs the... Okay, never mind. Oof. Can we put in defense, please? No one... How... So he tried to loner re-roll the tree and it was just moving. So he's blitzing with the mighty blow after putting these in. But not only is he not... He's tagged... What is going on, man? So he's blitzing up there. And the Slayer does, in fact. But now we have an obvious weak spot. These two. Look at them. They're doing nothing, are they? The ball's going to be over here. No, he blitzed with block. He doesn't... Not a real dwarf, remember? This is old, old World Alliance. Fake dwarves. So the problem here is the blitzer will not be able to keep up with the ball. I'm not choosing between a liar and a cheat. It is amusing that Jim is being nice, so he gets to be the caster, and yet he doesn't get paid. All that niceness. Weird. Doesn't... Feels like he's constantly doing nothing, doesn't it, Paige? Like he's achieved nothing. He's just running back and forth after the rats. Monitor should obviously have done that block first. My parameters are tell the truth. Okay, there goes another rat. So he's just going to blitz back through the center because instead of defending the actual breakthrough, you've stood two players back here to watch them break through. There is something specific, Niaga. Yes, I'll tell you about it in a minute if you want. Well, double rush. Didn't go wrong. Yeah, it was probably necessary. It was either necessary now or necessary next turn because the ball would have been there. No, I wasn't 2D on the ball. He just would have had to stay back on rank 11. Which gives you less options to score, right? You have to go directly, diagonally, or forward. If you have one square of lateral movement, it can make a difference. Oh, Page just stood there. Okay, he didn't even put tackle on the ball or anything. Well, there we go. 1 in 9, didn't never fail. So very messy from both players. The Monitor just relying on not failing dice, and Page just chasing rats around with no forethought at all. If Page was any good, Monitor would have had to roll much harder dice there. So while we're setting up to see if Page gets his 110, I'll tell you the story now, okay? So it used to be that I just didn't really like Page, right? Not as a, you know, as a streamer or whatever, because I don't really watch people who aren't very good. And I don't like grifters. Like, he doesn't give back to the community. You know, makes no videos, does no guides. Not that he should, because he's not good enough, but he doesn't, you know, he doesn't realize that. He just doesn't do it because he's just here to make money. Not there's anything particularly wrong with that, by the way. It's just I don't like it, right? Personally, I don't care about it. So I'm not watching his channel because I don't give a shit about people who aren't here for Blood Bowl purposes. However, that started to change the more popular he got. One of the first issues that came up was when Space Cadet got mugged in his house. He got home invaded while live streaming. This is pretty unfortunate for the thing. So this is a pretty nice free 1 turn if he doesn't 1 in 9. Or he can just fail the rush. I don't know why he's got no rerolls, by the way. I missed why he had no rerolls. So Space Cadet was streaming and someone broke into his house, which he was sharing with other people because they thought it was a different house. They were trying to break into the house of a drug dealer down the road or whatever, because they were asking for the drugs. And he was like, I haven't got any drugs. What are you talking about? But they had a knife. Like, you know, it was a dangerous situation. And it happened on stream. Now, me and Space don't particularly get along that well. But I thought it was crazy. And I started a GoFundMe for him. Like, immediately the night that it happened. Because I thought it was better to do it then. Because it would help ease, you know, the tension that you would feel, right? After being home invaded. Have something good to try and counter the bad, right? So I quickly started up a GoFundMe while everyone was talking about it. They were more likely to give money when it was all fresh in people's minds. And I sent it to the streamers, right? Even people I don't particularly talk to. And everyone shared it and told a story and stuff to try and get money for Space. Whereas Page not only didn't, he let someone post it in chat, but he didn't talk about it. He let chat imply that Space Cadet was a drug dealer, and that's why he was getting mugged. Just out of the blue. Like, someone in chat just randomly claimed that he was a drug dealer. And he read it and was just fine with that. Someone just got mugged, And he let his chat, like, casually defame him. So that pissed me off. Like, as a personal thing, rather than as someone who doesn't like that kind of streamer. There were numerous occasions where he was playing people who were better than him and were outplaying him, and he was, like, insulting their play when they were literally beating him. Like when he played Chug, and Chug appoed a badly hurt to maintain numbers, whereas Page always plays claw teams. And he was like, oh, against all of this claw, what kind of idiot would appo a badly hurt? And then Chug beat him because he still had 11 players. That kind of idiot. So it was very annoying that he'd, like, you know, he'd bloated his own ego just by becoming a more popular streamer, but not a better player. But the thing that really, like, cemented the go fuck yourself that I normally say when people mention Page is he blatantly lied about me and Jim. Claimed that we had sent people to his chat to insult him, that we'd riled up our, like, communities to harass him, and that he had been subjected to, and this is an actual quote, threats of sexual violence. There was no evidence of any of this because none of it happened. No screenshots, no nothing, no clips of us doing that because we never did that. No screenshots of these supposed threats, never happened. Just blatant, outright lies. No one is the answer, Quincy. Absolutely no one. So yeah, I have no interest in associating with Mr. Oh, and just for a random topper, one of the most chatty members in his chat for many months, even after it was explained to Page, was a right-wing, transphobic, homophobic, hateful prick who even Cyanide had sanctioned repeatedly for his hideous team names and player names. And Page didn't care because all Page cares about is his chat is filled with chat and that people keep giving him money. We all banned him, and chat and Page was not a problem. Why would I care? Anyway, there we go. Fuck that guy. So Page finds himself playing for the draw here. The story of Monitor is just easily done, isn't it? I can just do that. And in case that doesn't come up on the VOD, I'm going to copy-paste it. Sometimes bot messages don't show up in the VOD. Oh, he's dead. Oh, does it really cut it off? There we go. In case anyone on YouTube cares. French captain, by the way. France have no problem, apparently, voting in a confirmed cheat. An unapologetic cheat. Just a stun. I'll be honest with you, while I get trying to take out the gutters, I probably would have blitzed the clan rat and stuck the tree on the roger. The roger is more relevant to the one turn, and so locking him down seems better, in my opinion. There's the gutter runner that is actually going to try and score the one turn, is not even on the pitch. Neither is the thrower who gives him the ball. So the important person on the pitch to the one turn is the roger. Well, that goes a reroll. That puts him down to 2 for the one turn. 1 dice pow. Yes. Yes, removing the roger is huge. Not letting the ball get sacked also pretty good, right? Oh, wow. Well, there's his Apo. He ate that one. I was expecting him to go all in for the ball there. Oof. Big oof on the tree take route. Not gonna lie. That's bad. But the 1 dice pow makes up for it. And the stun, but it is now down to a ball scatter here, right? He is just going to scatter the ball, surely. Red dice double pows, of course. And that's a good scatter. This is interesting. He's just giving him a straight hit on a gutter runner there. Seems odd. This doesn't seem to do anything for the rats, does it? He's just hitting him. And then blitzing him and picking the ball up. Well, okay. That's the pow there. Oops. Okay, gets a not a 1 in 81. So he still has got a 1 in 9 the ball pickup. And he's fine. I don't know why he's... I wish I had a camera sometimes. Like, I feel like I should get a webcam just so you can see my face at moments like this. I have no words to describe how stupid this square is. Like, it's real stupid, right? It's not even a little bit not stupid. There. He could have stood there. He didn't see the clan rat that he's standing next to. How? It's like I haven't even got the pitch turned off. Oh, is he one of these people who... I mean, how low down was he playing? Like this? Like, there's just no way to miss that rat. It's not even right next to him. He's 2 squares away. Okay. Perfectly safe. Never seen a more safe football. He should be fouling the Roger here. Blitzing the gutter and fouling the Roger. He should be stamping on the Roger repeatedly. He's only got 1 guy out. Why is his entire team running off down there? Kill the Roger! You know what would have been real good? If you'd blitzed from this square so that tackle would stay on the gutter. That would have been pretty good. Yeah, just for some basic Blood Bowl lessons. Right. Go and foul the Roger. Alright, this looks like we're going to finally do it. Just a stun, but he has 1 more go. Doesn't kill himself. 1 more foul of the Roger. Let's go. Caught for a stun. No, the 3rd game would be overtime format if they reach it. It is it's a first to 1.5 format. Old World? No. Yeah, Old World Alliance cheerleaders. This. This is fine. Well, maybe it's not fine. These are too close. He's put him on the aggressive line, which means that he can do a fill-in one turn, which is pretty stupid. He needs to be one square back. No. Ugh. Someone needs to stand by him. There we go. He goes and stands in the gap and hands off. And then we just 3 dice into 3 dice. That'll do just fine. Juggernaut, baby. And then 3 dice forward. And then it's just a double rush with 2 rerolls. I mean, if you don't know... I almost got fill in one turn. I got surprised by someone who had played so badly that I didn't think they would know how to do a fill in one turn. And then they did know how to do it, but luckily they just 1 in 9'd the pickup. But yeah, I mean, you can't make it that easy, can you? It's just 3 dice blocks and 2 rushes. It's pretty terrible. No, it's a Team England player, Muppet, but they'd played the first drive so shittily that I just assumed they were worse than they even were. Anyway, there we go. Monitor moves on with a win, not unexpected, right? Rats against Page. Page terrible against agility teams. That means he just needs to draw the next game. He doesn't even have to play for the win. He just needs to draw the next game and he goes through. So Page has to win the next game. And we will see you there.